All right, it is Feast of Trumpets, everyone. Feast of Trumpets. Welcome, everyone, to Interracial Spiritual Experiences. This is Dr. Love. Wanting to wish everyone a happy Feast of Trumpets or Torah. If you want to know what this means, you might have heard these sounds before. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout. I'm reading 1 Thessalonians 4:16. With the voice of an archangel and with the trump of Yah, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Happy Torah, or Happy Feast of Trumpets, or Rosh Hashanah, whichever one you would prefer it to be called. This is a time of spiritual awakening for us to get ready to meet our Maker. I mean, how can you be involved in a relationship and you haven't maintained a relationship with the one that has called you into being? So when you hear the sound of the shofar or the ram's horn blowing, it makes you think of your creator, to get things right between you and your maker, and then get things right between you and your fellow man and your spouse or significant other. It's a time to get right. And this is an exciting time. You have festivals around this time. So for those that have never heard the shofar blowing, this is the sound of what it sounds like. It used to be a musical class that people used to take in those regions because it was such an important part of the celebration, an important part of the things surrounding the whole festival. Listen, once again, this is the sound. When you hear this sound, you know what to do. There were short sounds, long sounds. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. When you think of the shofar blowing, it's reminding you of Abraham when he went up for the burnt offering with the lamb, as they call it, ram in the thicket. And the shofar meant several different things for several different people. Whether you were a king being coronated, it was a time of the coming into your inheritance. And ours is Interracial Spiritual Experiences. This is a channel geared toward interracial, intercultural getting together for that big, great day that will come. In about 15 more days, we will have something called a Feast of Tabernacles, when all nations, all people, all tongues will get together for that grand reunion with the heavenly ones. And it's going to be a great, great day. We want everybody to be a part of that. And so we're like practicing. This is kind of like a practice for those that want to be a part of the great getting up morning. So we talk about different spiritual things because we are spiritual beings. Whether someone to acknowledge it or not, you are physical, mental, and spiritual. You have various aspects of your character and of your whole being. And if you're not complete and balanced, a lot of times you will have a lot of dysfunction in your life because you're not balanced. So here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences, we're known as irises. We're here to just keep what's important. There are a lot of distractions out there, a lot of things that could pull your attention away, but we definitely want you all focused on what's really important, living your best life. And we're trying to help those with the keys to doing that. So, I am Dr. Love. I am the head of this channel, but I'm not the only one that makes up this channel. It's each and every one of you all. And we love your input. So definitely in the chat box below, let us know what type of content you're interested in. I mean, we're here to uplift and to empower. If the community you're a part of is not giving you that positive words of affirmation, come over here. We always talk about Gary Chapman and his love languages. If you want to hear more about that, definitely download the book, download the audio. But we want to just wish everybody a happy Feast of Trumpets. It's going to be a short live tonight. Trying to get familiar with this platform. Sometimes, in life, there are so many different platforms where they're there and you just have to get familiarized. So I do apologize. I haven't been on lately, but, this scares me a little bit, this whole YouTube business. But for my peeps out there, I will endure to make sure we give you the best content possible to help you live your best life. So they call this Rosh Hashanah or Feast of Feast of Trumpets, or the Day of Blowing. But all of these are just meaning that this is a rehearsal and practice to meet the King. All right. Y'all must forgive me. I'm spelling this thing all wrong. But anyways, in the chat box below, definitely put your comments. What would you like to hear? Information. September is a big month. Not only is it National Preparedness Month, so we always want everybody, the hurricane season is here. The earth is trying to cool down. So definitely be prepared on your end for those changes that are about to happen. But we just want to remind everybody that you're not alone. Even though we might be going into another particular situation, just like last year, ours is we're here for you. So if you're needing encouragement, if you need to hear a word of the day, we're definitely going to try to provide that for you all. And definitely in the future, we're still going to try to have some meet and greets, but just let me know what y'all interested in, so that we can talk about it. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about the challenges and problems of different, environments and trying to navigate through it all. But don't give up. If you want to live your best life, our motto here is let's get it, let's go. And there are many channels. You don't have to be exclusively part of our channel. Definitely, whatever content's out there that's helping you live your best life, definitely tune into it. There is another channel that just opened up. It's called Roadrunner, and we definitely want to shout out Roadrunner on our channel. Such a positive, inspirational channel about interracial relationships. He celebrates over 20-something years with his wife. I want to shout out to the queen over there. Thank her for coming on and encouraging everyone, trying to live their best life. So definitely there's a lot of channels out there. You have Tanya TKO. You have Cynthia G's channel. There are many channels that you have Deborah Cooper's channel. So many channels to get enlightenment from. And we definitely want you to stay encouraged, because it's time for us to live our best life, irises. No longer should you live in the shadows. No longer should you live the life of others, watching soap operas from day to day. No longer, living someone else's best life on Happy Wives or girlfriends on shows. Why not create your own show? Create your story that you want to have, So definitely we want to just come on and remind everyone that this is the 7th month on the Almighty's calendar. His most special month. There's 3 feast days in this month. Day of Trumpets, Feast of Tabernacles. You have Yom Kippur, which is a very solemn time. We will come on again to help you all remember why the Almighty wants us to hang out with him. And that last one, final festival of the year, is Feast of Tabernacles, where once again we can gather and meet again. So honestly, we want to just thank everyone for coming out and just reminding everyone that if you don't have anything to celebrate, you can celebrate this. Get the credit of heaven, knowing that you're following what thus said the Lord, And then for those that don't really, deal with spiritual things, then I don't know why you're in this channel. No, just kidding. Just saying that if you don't celebrate spiritual things, it's something to celebrate. Some people want to celebrate Labor Day, but you get no credit in heaven for that. If you celebrate Feast of Tabernacles or Feast of Trumpets, you'll get credit for that. Put in maybe the good book. So as you can see, it's getting late. I do apologize for yarning. But let's go and get our best life here, irises. This is Interracial Spiritual Experiences. We have a dating website. Tune in, Interracial Spirituals, interracialspiritualexperiences.com. Join up on the site. We go skating on Mondays at Skate Zone. So definitely want to shout out Skate Zone for being open tonight so that we could celebrate our Feast of Tabernacles. So we want to shout out to them. And they had good Christian music on Mondays. So, check them out from 6 to 9 down in Jonesboro. So, again, they stay open throughout the pandemic, and we want to just shout them out and thank them for just hosting and being there for those that want to praise the Lord. So, anyways, you just tell me what you like, what you want to hear. We're going to try to give you the word of the day. And just kind of keep this channel going, an open communication line, because a lot of times, we need to learn how to lean on something positive, lean on something that will never be moved. And that is that Almighty. If you're going to try to tackle having a relationship with imperfect creatures down here, you definitely must have a relationship with a perfect being up there in order for you to be successful. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of Yah and his righteousness, and he'll add all things. If you're looking for a spouse, if you're looking for a significant other, why not put it on your list for the Almighty? Your please can I have? He said, we have not because we ask not. So again, I just don't want to prolong this one. Just remind you, it is a time of the blowing of the trumpets. A very important time. And we'll be talking more about it. Stay tuned. Also, in the day of your gladness and in the day of your solemn days. This is Numbers 10:10. And also in the day of your gladness and in your solemn days. And in the beginning of your months, you shall blow with the trumpets over your offerings, over your sacrifices of peace, that they may be to you a memorial before your Yah, that I am the Lord, your Yah. He is telling us he is there for us. Everything else may fail. Jobs may fail. Economies may fail, But Yah said he will never fail. He will never leave us or forsake you. So we're just saying, Iris, don't forget to lean on him, especially during these times when he's ever close. So have a great Feast of Tabernacles. Have a great Yom Kippur coming up, and definitely have a great Feast of Trumpets. If you've never heard of it, we'll tell you more about it this week. So signing out, irises. Don't forget, this is the wake-up call. Let's get it. Let's go.